the human mind is oriented towards growth, right? From a baby, the mind keeps growing. What it gathers does not matter. What it is storing does not matter, but the mind keeps growing. Okay? The structure of the mind, the nature of the mind is towards growth. The individual who has been provided with the mind has the sole charge of seeing what the mind stores or in what direction it is growing. Okay? When you observe nature, nature also is oriented towards growth, isn't it? There is an external force which is keeping things moving. So a plant grows, an animal grows, birds grow, even mountains grow. Rivers are growing, they breach, they expand, right? So also man must grow. Now, when you see nature, nature's growth seems to be well set. Like a mango sapling is totally committed to becoming a tree. Isn't it? Does the mango sapling lose its commitment any time in between? No. Does a small puppy lose? No. Now, why cannot man, provided with a mind that is oriented towards growth, why cannot man grow single-pointedly instead of wasting his energy, his life in silly matters? See, when you take a garden, there are different plants. Each plant has its own individuality, but a rose plant, right, and a jasmine, both are growing together, but the rose plant is so committed to its growth, it is not worried about the jasmine's growth. Also, it does not interfere in the jasmine's growth. Isn't it? Doubtfully, no. Suppose you take a man. As man grows with another person, why cannot man focus on his growth and allow the other man to focus on his? If you see, we never grow. The mind has been growing, its storage capacity has increased, memories have increased, but then the quality of the storage has stagnated. Isn't it? Why? Nature teaches growth is the law. Isn't it? Wildlife teach growth is the law. But then man, in spite of being provided with a mind, is always caught in something that does not help him grow, something that takes him away from growth. Isn't it? Even religion, within all this storage, there is a little religion, some sloka, some puja. Even that is not oriented towards growth, it is same, stagnant. We learn to do a puja, we keep doing that mechanically. We neither improve on it, improvise on it, nor do we grow along with it. You don't grow, the puja also does not grow, both are stagnant. Right? But then man wants to grow, isn't it? You want an acclamation, but then instead of working towards it, we are caught. Why is man caught? Why cannot man have the basic law that nature is following? Like a mango tree is not worried, isn't it? The tamarind next to it is growing, the mango also is growing. It doesn't worry. But then we are so worried about others' growth that we forget our growth. Or we are so obsessed about our growth, we see to it others don't grow. Either way, we are caught. We are not having the basic like a mango which says, let the tamarind grow, but I must grow. So that mango seems to retain its own individuality and independence, at the same time granting the freedom to its neighbours. But we cannot do it because we have been programmed. They always tell wildlife is programmed. No. Any mind is capable of getting programmed. Not only wildlife. We are also programmed. You saw? Our parents don't like someone, we also don't like. When you were young, your parents perhaps told you they were bad. But as you grow up, have you analyzed? No. Just keep quiet. We go to school, we go to college. Has it changed? No. Just see how much of your mind is available for your growth and how much of the mind is available for other matters. Think. So, we understand the mind has stagnated, isn't it? The stagnation is due to what? Wrong feelings, isn't it? Now, today, if you take your mind, how much has your mind helped you to grow in life? To focus on life as it should be focused, to allow trivialities and silly matters to remain silly. Think, we write an exam, okay, so you pass it, we don't worry about it anymore. Isn't it? Nothing to worry if it will not force you into a stagnation. But around you, you will find everyone is stagnant. Religious stagnation, social stagnation, isn't it? The human mind's basic problem is, when it is provided a basic rhythm, it sticks to that rhythm. In course of time, it declares the rhythm to be natural, it will refuse to come out of it. That is what happens as you tackle old people. Right? When a person turns 50, he is so strong in his views, even though they are totally unproductive. You saw? You can never reason with that man because he says experience. We say ignorance. If it is the experience of the failures, then you must be wise. Isn't it? But then that man's mind has been conditioned to believe this is right. So he says, I know what I am talking, you keep quiet. If that man will think what he is talking, will it not work? Why does man refuse to change? Why is there so much of stagnation in a student's life? Why cannot you use your mind towards growth instead of allowing it to enter silly areas? think wherever we go, it's nice to be competitive, it's wrong to be selfish. We translate selfishness as competition. You go to a temple, people are competing on a selfish basis. My Archana first, your Archana second. To resolve this fight, buy Archana sweets. Temple. Wherever you go, you understand this? We translate selfishness as competition. Isn't it? What happens is, the moment we translate it this way, we forget ourselves, we are more worried about the other guy. The moment you return from a competition, instead of you telling what you did was right or wrong, immediately you will tell nobody answered. Everybody left the exam worried. What did you do in Geta? அவன ஹால்ல நீ என்ன பண்ண? முதல்ல क्वेश्चन பார்த்திருப்ப, தெரியலன்னா என்ன மான்னா அவனும் தெரியலன்னா உனக்கு ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரெயின். Other guy also doesn't know. Nice. Suppose the guy behind you has been trying 3-4 pages calculation போட்டானா you are worried. எழுதிட்டே இருக்கானே. That might be wrong. He might also fail, but the moment he is attempting, you are worried. Did you worry that you cannot attempt? No. You are not worried that you could not attempt. You are more worried that that guy is attempting. அப்ப நம்ம மைண்டோட ஃபோக்கஸ் என்ன பத்தியோ அவன் மேலதான் இருக்குது. எழுதிட்டு இருக்கானே. வெளியில வந்தோடனே நீ என்ன சொல்ற பக்கத்து பையன் எழுதிட்டே இருக்காமா அப்பையில இருந்து. பத்தியோ? This is what is happening everywhere. இல்ல இது நமக்கு நேச்சுரல் ஆயிடுது. What started off as mother's advice, father's advice, somebody's advice has now become a natural rhythm. We think this is how we must be. So stagnation rhythm னு நினைச்சுட்டான். Rhythm disturb பண்றதுக்கு பேர் தானே stagnation. When water cannot flow, it stagnates. When the mind cannot move, it stagnates. Isn't it? So take your own mind and see how much of silly matters we are tackling. Cinema, if it's recreation, nice. We are more worried, who will Sanjay now marry? In the cricket, we are not worried why such Tendulkar did not play. We are more worried about Azharuddin. But cricket is nice as a recreation, but wrong as a pursuit. So we are now pursuing recreation and have now given important things a recreative stand. Occasionally we read. And always the occasion is exam. Think Panipa. Religionally, nobody is worried about God, about developing relationship with the law. We are more worried, I am Vaishnava, you are Madhva. I am Smartha, you are Salem Smartha. அங்க ஏதாவது growth இருக்கோ? No. Wherever any field you take, we are more carried away by the silly problems than the profound. We give more importance to silly things and forget the importance of the important things. Why? Relationship we are always worried about whether the other guy will dominate us. The other guy will overrule us. ஆரம்பத்திலே 2 hours கூட ஆயிருக்காது. அப்பவே அட்வைஸ் பண்ணுவான், அலர்ட் ஆகுது, கலப்பிட போறான். Why don't you go totally to the other person and tell, come, we are going to be together, let's be together. And later on, if the other guy is trying to dominate you, you can as well tell him, boss, be slow. But vandavani nam eppadi pandrom, any relationship le, we are worried only about two things. Can we dominate or will they? Idhe da. இருக்கா இல்லையா? ஒரு சென்டருக்கு படிக்க போ, நமக்கு என்ன தெரியுங்கிறது அவன் மேல காட்டணும், அவன் தெரியுங்கிறது தெரியாதுன்னு சொல்லணும். அந்த அளவுக்கு இவன் பேசின்னு இருப்பான். So a mind that is now is not your mind programmed like this. Cow is programmed ன்னு சொல்றான். It is better off. It sticks only to the green grass. It's not worried about the green dollars. Nambana? We are more worried about the cow getting so much grass. There should be a regulation on cow grass. But such a mind, right, it refuses to learn from nature. It refuses to learn. Adha Puranas Padsha kuda padya. Everybody will talk about Sudama. The first thing they will tell about Sudama is he had 27 children. Which means what? You want to have the laws are preventive. Amma, it is nonsense, isn't it? If you do not know Sudama's greatness, shut up, mind your business. I am yet to see a Puranika who has not mentioned this in the beginning. He will tell Sudama was so poor. He had 27 children to feed. Adiliye nee yen focus pandra? Your mind is focused towards having fun in that line, boss. So nam eppadi present pandrom? For 27 children he had, still he was doing Krishna bhajana. Perhaps he had no other job. That's how I will put it. After 27 children, what do you do? Naturally, you do some bhajana business. இப்படி புராணா உனக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்தானா நீ கேட்பியோ? You naturally worried, how the hell this guy managed with such a big family? One child in a country is enough to know the Jipo. Take Rama, we are always worried how Ravana lifted Sita. எது நம்மளோட silliness தான் reflect ஆகுது. You open, you see a match, nobody admires Pakistan playing. We are always obsessed with India's victory. And you will never win. We don't have a standard to win. Look what this guy did 2 days back. So much of money is wasted in cricket these days. The water bowling அடிச்சதுக்கு டிசில்வா கார் மோப்பேடு கூட கொடுத்துருக்க கூடாது. என்ன சொல்ற? So much money the Indians took fitness camp, கடிமாரால இருந்து ஃபுட் எல்லாம் அங்க போயிட்டு 2-7 ஸ்கோர். Why in Getina? As you go into the crease to play, your focus should be on the ball. No, we are more worried. Yo, etapla kaambli adichiruvaano. Enna? Adliye ni paathirundala ball oda taandi stump la poichi theriyala odu. Idhukku 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees per match. Enna seiva? Think. Wherever we go, our silliness enters. Why? Don't you condemn this in others? Someone in your house at 50, 60 talks like this, you tell, "Idlam borma." Thenju pona record. Solriyana? Appa nee enna? நீ 30லயே அப்படி ஆயிடுவ பொழுது இல்ல? Why cannot mind understand that it should be oriented towards the profound, allow the silly to be silly? Okay? What is preventing you from doing it? You are a student. Why can't you focus on studies, knowledge? Nice to have recreation, extracurricular, nothing like it. What have you done in extracurricular? Tell. What have you done? Hobbies. எல்லாரும் போட்டுருவாங்க. Wherever you go, they will tell. Book reading. What books have you read? Sidney Sheldon. சரி, சிட்னி ஷெல்டன்ல என்ன புரிஞ்சுட்ட? My God, that scene was. அதுலயும் கத்துக்கலாம். You read Godfather original. You can learn 100 things from that man. But there we are more worried about how Santino will go about with Lucy. So Godfatherல காசினோல அந்த காட்சி இல்லைன்னு உடனே நிறைய பேர் போல, ச்சே என்ன படம் எடுக்கிறானே இந்தியாவில். இதுல போட்டிருக்கான் புக் ரீடிங் ஹாபியா, லிசனிங் டு மியூசிக் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா கத்துறான் அவனும். ஏற்கனவே உன் மைண்ட் அப்படிதான் இருக்கு. When you listen to all this rap, what happens? You end up as a scrap. அம்மா, இப்ப நீங்கெல்லாம் you want to become scrap ன்னு தெரிஞ்ச உடனே those guys have now decided to be in rap. போட்டுட்டே இருக்காங்க. இந்தியன் பாப், ஹிந்தி பாப், தமிழ் கூட பாப், கடைசியில் எல்லாம் பாப் தான். பத்து கேட்டா ஹாபியா பார்த்துருக்கேன். நீ புக் ரீடிங், மியூசிக், ஹாபிஸ் போடுவோம். சைட் சீயிங், விசிட்டிங் பிளேசஸ் அப்படின்னு போட்டானா சரி எங்கடா போயிருக்கேன்னு கேட்டா கோவா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எவ்ரி கை who wants to go out wants to go to Goa. நீ போர்ச்சுகீஸ் ஃபேனா இல்ல ஹேட்டா? You want to go and stand on the beach waiting for someone to come. போகக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லணும். Where else have you gone? அதை சொல்லு. அதான் usefully have you gone? No. அதுக்கு நான் உன்னை என்ன காசிக்கா போ சொன்னேன்? இல்ல, நீ காசிக்கெல்லாம் போகணும். allow it to be pure. திருப்பதிக்கு போறான். how many people go to Tirupati for nonsense? You saw? இங்கே இருக்குதியா பேக் பைப்பர், இங்க பேக்ல போட்டு அதை பைப் பண்றதை விட்டுட்டு you travel all the way for that. அதை கேட்டா அவன் சொல்றான் விசிட்டிங் பிளேசஸ். see, இதான் நம்ம மைண்ட். isn't it? How will such a mind understand the intellectual growth of something, of a person? How will it understand the struggle of a Lincoln? Yes, Shubha? Naturally, India has forgotten Gandhi, no doubt about it. We don't deserve to remember. Isn't it? Scientists now are working on the DNA of Lincoln to find out whether he had Marfan's disease when he died. It was considered incurable, right? They are totally occupied now. Millions of dollars is now pumped in to find out if Lincoln had that disease. What is the benefit? A country as advanced as the United States is so occupied with this. நான் என்ன தெரியுமா உனக்கு கேட்கிறேன்? can you clone out of the DNA, right, the courage and humility, the knowledge and vision that Lincoln had? If you scientists can do it, science is useful. Why go into a man who's already gone after giving so much to this world to find out if he had that disease? Parma, if you clone out the DNA, can you get this? I will tell you what a Bible and a log cabin did. Right? All this television and modern communication cannot do. He was in a log cabin. Right? His only guidance was the Bible. Right? And with this he grew. From a log cabin to the White House. Quite a distance. You know? He taught himself to read and write. He started to read when he was 12, by which time we talk nonsense. Starting to read at 12, he became the best in reading and writing. Today, modern American presidents cannot talk 10 lines directly. They are given written speeches, which is fixed on the wall in front of them, you know. Keep on moving. Occasionally they just see and talk. Just think, Paniparu, science growth, can it produce another Lincoln? No. But from a log cabin to a White House, is it not great? There was no one to look after him. There was no one who will help him devise his own destiny. Right? When the day Lincoln devised his own, he grew up to guide the destiny of millions of Americans. Modern United States draws its source only from Lincoln. He prevented the split. Where do you stand now? Look at the facilities you have. I didn't have these facilities. I have not borrowed a table. Don't you have talents? Don't you have facilities? Why are you not growing? Don't you know hurting you is wrong? Somebody hurts you, do you like it? Then why do you hurt others? You think you will get away with it? My God, if you know the law, how many times you have hurt, you will be hurt, boss. It is so meticulous. Countries that interfere in others will get interfered. You just wait and see what is going to happen to the United States. You saw what happened to Russia. Soviet Union interfered. Today you saw. Don't the policy planners of US have the basic brains? They think they are born to rule. What happened to Britain? It ruled 2/3 of the world. Today nobody is bothered about that country. Anybody worried? Why? The law is so meticulous. You interfere in another man's life, you hurt somebody else voluntarily, you will be hurt. Don't you know this? But then we won't grow. Why? What is the problem actually? Somebody told you that you will grow in spite of being indifferent? No chance. Now do you understand what a stagnation your mind has got? Center. Just think how much of your energy goes in all this. People come here even to gossip. Thank God they get out fast. Why? Where is the religion that will help you in this? Where is the history that will help you in this? Go to music. We are more worried. As soon as you sit down, you just want to sing something so that others don't sing as you have sung. Somebody else starts singing better, you're gone. Why? Great Vidwans have this problem. Leave amateurs. Top professionals have problems. Imran and Botham. But yeah, silly, but the English deserve it. They are so caste conscious, They just cannot stand that the Asian is now ruling the world. Ball tampering everyone has done. What's the guarantee Botham didn't do? So holy or what? But then they put a case. Why? The English tabloids pushed Botham towards the case by writing secondary things about Imran, about Asians. English today cannot stand that Sri Lanka has won the World Cup. I wanted England to come. That's why they won't go to Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankans will have whale of a time kicking these guys. Evlo silly illa? We always thought Botham is mature. Lamb is mature. They could have ended it quietly. Tampering's been going on round the world. Isn't it? But then they fought like little children. Kashil tabloids if then help panada. This one side. Then look at the consciousness you have. You are so conscious about yourself. You are conscious of your caste. I am yet to see a person without caste consciousness. Inside your subconscious mind, it is there. Right? We will never sit with a cobbler and eat. Although we don't mind a cobbler's daughter if she is nice. Upper caste guys in the northern India, won't they have fun with this woman? If provided. But when they see a man, they will tell lower caste. There is caste consciousness inside you. There is this man-woman consciousness. I am a son, I won't work. Nonsense. I know where you will land. Is it not there in most families? You saw? The son needn't work, the daughter should. It's your mother's dictum, not the law. The law will throw you and your mother into something later. So caste consciousness, man-woman consciousness, you study something, immediately it comes. I am from Loyola. So what? You should have stood on Stirling Road. Doesn't make any difference. Loyola wall and Nandanam Arts wall is the same. Irka illaya? And the consciousness is. Idella vera nadula. Religion irukku. I am a devotee of such a Swami. So what? You got horns, is it? Adu onu kurukku. I have studied in Anantapur. So what? You will still be all the nonsense personified. But then they are so proud. So headstrong they have become. As though if you study their divinity is given. அது ஒரு கீக்கு. இதெல்லாம் வேற உள்ள உட்கார்ந்து. These plus the stagnation, it is assured you guys will never grow. Isn't it? So what if you are in India or the US? British press என்ன பண்றது பத்தியா? It's more worried about Diana and Fergie. It's not worried about the British economy stagnating, no unity in the European Union, right? Who is going to check Iraq and Iran from fighting again? No press is worried. It's more worried, will Diana marry again? Who's her lover? Poor Einstein wasted his life in relativity. And the first thing even our press is now carrying details about Fergie's runs with guys. And we are also very worried. She was your neighbor, isn't it? But it's nice to know. That's another thing. But that should not become your pursuit. இப்போ என்ன ஆச்சு? இதெல்லாம் pursuit ஆயிடுச்சு. You study under consciousness, caste consciousness. யானைக்கு மும்மதம் சொன்னான். யானைக்கு எத்தனை மதம்? மும்மதம் 3. மனுஷனுக்கு 3 மதம் சொன்னா ஆதியில. தன மதம், வித்யா மதம், குல மதம். குலம்னா caste, வித்யானா little knowledge, தனம்னா children. You saw rich guys, they have an heir. They think they are Kubera's descendants. God only knows how their forefathers made this money. If the richness would have come through hard work, then this guy will be humble. Birla is very quiet, you saw. Doesn't make a noise. Ambani will do all the shouting. Yeah, it is short circuit route. So richness, little richness, people are very strong. Little caste, strong. There is no Brahmanism in India now. But then all Brahmins suddenly will tell I am a Brahmin. I have seen in North India, sannyasis will tell, मैं Brahmana sannyasi हूँ. அப்படின்னா சரி அதனால உனக்கு என்ன வெயிட்? தட்சணா ஜாஸ்தி தேது. இது எல்லாத்தையும் இருக்கு. நம்ம நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம் பிராமின்ஸ்க்கு தான் இருக்கணும். Go into a Padayachi's house, you will know. முதலியார் வீட்டுல போனா முதலியார் வஸ்தினுவான், செட்டியார் வீட்டுல போனா செட்டியார் தான் வஸ்தினுவான். You know? இதெல்லாம் உனக்கு இருக்கா இல்லையா? Now, did nature want you to keep all this rut? Just see, a mango tree is more wise than you. It is allowing a tamarind to grow by the side. It also is growing. இப்போ அந்த மேங்கோ ட்ரீயோட யூட்டிலிட்டி மேன்கைண்டுக்கு ஜாஸ்தியா உன்னோடது ஜாஸ்தியா? ஏன் நேச்சரை மேனோட ரிலேட் பண்ண சொன்னா, when you grow, right, and allow others to grow, you create a shade under which 10 others can grow. Isn't it? But have you lived a life like that? Your parents are living? No. That's why we are not growing. See, why are you not growing? Till we give up silly matters, right? Allow them to be silly. Allow others who are handling silly things to handle, right? Unless you are a sales representative. அன்னைக்கு சொன்னேன் பாருண்ணா, sales marketing class. I told him, you are a supermarketing man, right? If you will make a mountain of a molehill and then sell climbing equipment. Great. அவனோட ஆப்டிமிசம் லெவல் அது. என்ன சொல்ற? Otherwise, why don't you allow silly things to be silly? இங்கே நீங்களாம் 1 year படிக்கல, almost most of you are. Have you changed? We'll now allow silly to be silly. Focus on the profound. See that we keep growing. The growth is same. Either you grow in different spheres from the base, or you don't grow. When there is an erratic growth in one phase, what happens is it disturbs the entire mental system. So spiritually, commercially, educationally, socially, mentally, are you growing? Our growth is impeded by our own silliness. It's nice to be competitive, don't be selfish. You know why I'm telling give up selfishness? You can never prevent another man's growth. You can only delay. Like that, nobody can prevent your growth. They will only delay. இதெல்லாம் நமக்குள்ள நல்லா போணும் தேரும். Then you need not be worried about the other guy. When the mind is caught in selfishness, it immediately is caught in jealousy. Right? With it will come anxiety. With anxiety will come BP, diabetes, acidity, gastritis, cardiac in the order. You want it? But நம்ம என்ன நினைச்சுக்கிறோம், காம்படிட்டிவா இருக்கணும் சுவாமிகளே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிக்கின்னு செல்ஃபிஷா இருக்கும். Competition is nice. I like competition. Why? It makes you know what you know. It also helps you know what you don't know. Nice to be competitive. But you are selfish, what happens is one side is closed. We think we only deserve, the other guy doesn't. பொறுமிண்டே volcano மாதிரி உள்ள சிம்மர் ஆயினே லேயரா. Then it will burst. This is the problem that's been going on for ages. Our parents didn't grow because of this. Right? Our society didn't grow. Naturally, our country didn't grow. Cinema, drama, selfishness தான் influencing ஆகுது. இது எவ்வளவு தூரம் போயிடுது பேர் religion எல்லாம் போயிடுச்சு. I've always told you the law is universal, there is no man-woman difference there. But அங்கே உள்ள கொண்டு போயிட்டான். லேடிஸ் விடாதே, ஜென்ஸை விடு, ஆண்களுக்கு தான் அதிகாரம், பெண்களுக்கு இல்லை.